Freedom. It tasted like dust and sweat, mingled with the scent of long-forgotten dreams, like the metallic tang of blood, a reminder of the battles fought and the scars earned.
Months of captivity, of being a pawn in a cruel game, had etched lines on her face, but her spirit remained unbroken. Each scar told a story of resilience and defiance. Dohyuk, the leader who had risked everything for her release, stood before her. His presence was a beacon of hope in the darkness. His face, usually a mask of stoicism, held a flicker of relief. It was a rare moment of vulnerability, a glimpse into the man behind the leader.
It's done. You're safe now. The words were simple, but they carried the weight of a promise.
Safe? The word felt foreign on her lips, almost like a distant memory. Where is safe in a world overrun by monsters? The question lingered in the air, heavy with uncertainty.
Dohyuk knelt, his calloused fingers working deftly on the magical shackles. Each movement was precise, a testament to his determination.
We have allies, people who have fought alongside us, who share our vision, people who owe us their lives. Their gratitude is our strength. We'll find a place for you, a sanctuary where you can heal and regain your strength.
I am not some damsel in distress, Dohyuk. Her voice was firm, unwavering. I can fight. I will fight. Her resolve was clear, a promise to herself and to those who believed in her.
The reunion with the rest of Dohyuk's group was strained, filled with an air of unease and unspoken words. Haeyun, Dohyuk's second-in-command and a formidable warrior in her own right, regarded Yuri with undisguised hostility, her eyes narrowing with every passing second. Her arms were crossed tightly over her chest, her expression a mixture of resentment and worry, as if she was battling her own inner turmoil.
You risked everything for her, Dohyuk. Our safety, our mission, all for one life. Was it worth it?
Dohyuk's gaze hardened, his resolve unshaken despite the accusations.
She was a prisoner, Haeyun. We do not abandon our own, no matter the cost. Loyalty is what binds us together, and we must uphold it.
And what about our own goals? The mission we set out to accomplish? The Vampiric region awaits, Dohyuk. It's a perilous journey that requires our full attention. Every moment wasted here puts us further behind, jeopardizing everything we've worked for.
Yuri, standing stiffly under their scrutiny, felt the weight of their judgment. She felt a surge of anger, a burning frustration that she couldn't contain. She was the reason for their conflict, a burden they were forced to carry, and it gnawed at her.
I am not asking for your protection, nor do I want to be a burden. I can pull my own weight. I will prove my worth to this group, no matter what it takes.
Haeyun scoffed, her eyes raking over Yuri's slight frame.
This is not a game, girl. The Vampiric region drains the very life force from your being. It is a place where even the strongest falter.
Then I will be strong. I will not be a liability.
Haeyun turned away, a humorless laugh escaping her lips.
Strength isn't something you summon at will, child. It's earned through blood and sacrifice.
Then I will bleed. I will sacrifice. Just give me a chance to prove myself.
Despite her harsh words, a flicker of understanding softens Haeyun's gaze. To their mission. But he also had a responsibility to his team. He had made a promise to keep Yuri safe. The weight of leadership pressed heavily on his shoulders. Dohyuk watched the exchange between the two women, his expression unreadable.
To find the artifact that can turn the tide of this war. Our goal is to reach the heart of the Vampiric region. Enough. We are all on the same side here.
He looked at Yuri, his gaze softening slightly.
You are one of us now, Yuri. We will face this challenge together.
He turned to Haeyun, his voice firm.
And we will do it without leaving anyone behind.
The journey to the edge of the Vampiric region was fraught with danger. The land itself seemed to resist their progress, the very air growing heavy with a palpable sense of dread. Twisted trees clawed at the sky, their branches bare and gnarled. The ground underfoot was a carpet of decaying leaves, the silence broken only by the rasp of their breath.
Every step felt like a monumental effort, her lungs burning with each labored breath. The oppressive atmosphere seemed to suck the very life force from her body, leaving her feeling drained and vulnerable.
They reached the border at dusk, the sky painted in hues of orange and purple, casting long shadows over the land. A wall of black mist, writhing like a living entity, marked the boundary. It seemed to pulse with a life of its own, an impenetrable barrier that dared them to cross. The air grew frigid, the silence broken by whispers carried on the wind. Each whisper seemed to carry a warning, a ghostly echo of those who had ventured here before. Fear, cold and primal, coiled in Yuri's gut. His heart pounded in his chest, each beat a reminder of the danger that lay ahead. This was a place of nightmares, where hope withered and strength was tested to its breaking point. Every step forward felt like a battle against unseen forces.
No turning back now. Stay close and trust no one. The leader's voice was firm, but there was an edge of fear that he couldn't quite hide.
One by one they stepped into the mist, the dense fog swallowing them whole. It was like stepping into another world, one where the rules of reality no longer applied. Each breath a victory against the oppressive darkness. The cold air burned their lungs, but it was a reminder that they were still alive, still fighting. The world beyond the veil was alien and hostile. Twisted trees reached out like skeletal hands, and the ground seemed to shift beneath their feet. The sky, if it could be called that, was a swirling vortex of shadows. Dark clouds moved with a malevolent purpose, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. The ground was black and barren, devoid of any sign of life. It was as if the very essence of the land had been drained, leaving nothing but a desolate wasteland. The Vampiric region was a land of whispers and shadows, where the very air seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. The draining effect was immediate, a subtle leaching of vitality that left Yuri feeling weak and disoriented. She stumbled, her legs heavy, and a wave of nausea washed over her.
Stay strong, it will get easier.
She offered Yuri a hand up, her gaze steady. Yuri clung to Heyun's hand, drawing strength from her unexpected support. They pressed forward, their footsteps the only sound in the oppressive silence. The world around them was a blur of darkness, the path ahead uncertain.